Okay, so hello everyone. So this time we will discuss random variables. So before we will proceed in random variables, let us first have a short review of statistics and probability. So I know that you have already encountered statistics when you were in grade 8, 9, and 10, basic probabilities and statistics. So what do we mean by statistics, or what is statistics? So take note, statistics is the study of the collection, analysis, interpretation, presentation, and organization of data. So take note that data is considered as the backbone of statistics because without the data, we don't have a statistics. So these data can be in a quantitative or qualitative form. Okay? So it could be numbers, numerics, or description or descriptives. So what is the importance of studying statistics? So these are some of the importance. First is it helps people determine the meaning of statistics in the news and other fields. So commonly, statistics is being utilized in the news and in other fields. It helps us determine the probability of an event to happen. And also, we can derive a correct probability from the gathered statistics data. So those are the importance. This time, what is probability? So probability is the chance that something might happen. So when you calculate the probability of an event, you look at chances of getting what you want versus all the possible things that can happen. So just like for example, there are 4 balls inside the jar. These balls are colored white, blue, red, and black. If asked the probability of getting white ball, if asked, the probability of getting white ball is 1/4. So how did we get 1/4? So we will first determine the sample space. What are the possible outcomes? If we say sample space, that is the least of all possible outcomes. Okay, so inside the jar there are 4 balls. What are these? We have the white, the red, blue, and black. So those are the possible outcomes. So we are trying to look into the probability of getting white. So how many white are there inside the jar? So there is 1. So the probability is 1 out of 4. 1, that is, there is only 1 chance of getting white inside the jar, and there are 4 possible outcomes or chances when you picked a ball inside the jar. So 1 out of 4. Therefore, the probability is 1/4. So random variables, so this would be our focus. This would be our main target, to learn what is random variables. So if you say random variables, it is a variable that is something which can change its value. So it may vary with different outcomes of an experiment, meaning it is not constant. Okay, it may vary, it may change. If the value of a variable depends upon the outcome of a random experiment, it is a random variable. So a random variable can take up any real value. Okay, so let us go over with the 2 types of variable. First is a discrete variable. So if we say discrete random variable, it is a variable whose value is obtained by counting. Ma-count ang iya possible nga value. So just like for example, number of students present. Okay, inside the classroom, we can count the number of students present. We can count 1, 2, 3, 4 until 40 or 50. Okay, we cannot say that 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5. No, because each person is equivalent to 1. So 1, 2, 3, ingan ana. Another one is number of red marbles in a jar. Okay, so each marble is counted as 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on and so forth. Number of heads when flipping 3 coins. So when you flip 3 coins, how many heads are there appear? So it's either 1, 2, or 3. You cannot say there is 1/2, there is 1/4, or there is 0.25, 0.5. No. So the values could either be 0, meaning no heads appear, meaning there are 3 tails, or there are 2 heads, 1 tail, or there are 3 heads and 0 tail. So those are the possible. Another example is student's grade level. So what would be the student's grade level? So there will be, it could be grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, 4, 5, meaning exact number. So you cannot say grade 1.5, grades 6.5, no. So the possible grade level would be grade 1, grade 2, 3, 4, 5, until grade 12. Okay, so those are the possible value. So the other type of random variable is what we call as continuous variable. See, a continuous random variable is a variable whose value is obtained by measuring. Okay, so meaning not all the time the result is a whole number. So this is what we mean by continuous random variable. Just like, for example, the height of students in class. Okay, so the height of students in class differ by how many points? If you measure the heights of the students by centimeters, there could be 165, 155 point something. So there is a tendency that their height will become, or will be, the measurement will be decimal. Okay, height of students. Another one is the weight of students in class. As what you have observed, your weight could either be a whole number or a decimal. Okay, so meaning there is a range wherein your weight could appear or could be. For example, in grade 11 UMS or ABM, or the weight of grade 11 ABM or UMS belongs to this range, meaning from 150 to 170 kilograms. I know, meaning from 40 to 70 kilograms. Kadako naman po sa ito. From 50 to 60 kilograms. Okay, meaning the weight of grade 11 UMS and ABM belongs in this range or in this bracket from 40 kilograms to 70 kilograms. So meaning there could have a weight of student which is 41.8, 41.9, 41.7 kilograms, 58.6 kilograms. So that is what we mean by continuous. Another one is time it takes to get to school. Okay, if we count it by hours, for example 4 hours, then there are times that the time would lapse by 4 hours, but cannot have it could be 4.5, 4.2 the time it takes to get to school. Hinana siya. May mga bungkig, may mga sobra, dili siya exact ang pag-count. Kung ato ka namat sa minutes, magyapon sa minutes gyapon mo, differ gyapon by seconds. 7 minutes, 25 minutes and 35 seconds, may inana. So aray bungkig, aray sobra. So that is another one. Another example is distance traveled between classes. Distance traveled between classes. Okay? So mo differ gihapon. Depende kung nano nga units ang imo gigamit. It's either meters, centimeters ba ang kalayon sang rooms. Okay? Ara gyapon mo differ gyapon. Meaning dili gid siya exact amount. Dili gid siya exact ang measurement. May lapses or may mo go beyond gayud. So let us have this exercise. Classify the following random variables as discrete or continuous. The speed of the car, the number of voters favoring a candidate, the time needed to finish the test, the weight of newborns each year in a hospital, the amount of sugar in a cup of coffee. So the speed of the car, so meaning it is measured through time, so meaning that is continuous, okay? Then the number of voters favoring a candidate, so that is discrete. The number of voters, that is one, pila ka voters, 1,000, 1,500. So we cannot have 1,500.5, 1,500.6. Dili ingon ana. So that is discrete. The time needed to finish the test, so it would differ. That is continuous. Atong mga bright or atong kabawgad kay sa klase, paspas, ato naman dili kay maayo, hinay, then ara naman sang dili kay hinay, dili kay paspas. Ana, continuous. Number 4, the weight of newborns each year in a hospital. So that is also continuous. Dili man siya fixed ang weight sang newborn babies sa hospitals. Lain-lain, mo differ gayud. Kung pila ka pounds. Then another one is the amount of sugar in a cup of coffee. It would also differ. So that is still continuous. The number of deaths per year attributed to lung cancer. So that is discrete. Since we can count the number of deaths, we can count if 5 ba, 6 ba, 7, 8, or 9. Then the other one is the average amount of electricity consumed per household per month. Okay, so that is continuous. Then number 8 is the number of patients' arrivals per hour at a medical clinic. So pila man ka patient ang muabot. So it's either 5, 3, 4, depende kung nano sa sitwasyon. So that is discrete. Then for number 9, the number of dropout in a school district for a period of 10 years. So bisan taas kay nga time, pero ma-count man gyapon sa first year pila ka buk ang dropout. Pwede 5 sa sunod not nga year pila ka dropout. 6 ay na. So ma-count man siya nimo, so therefore that is discrete. Then the number of female athletes. So somewhat, so this is also discrete. Okay, so that would be all for this topic. I just hope that you have learned something from my discussion. Thank you.